So the idea behind the new shoe is really exciting for spring 24. This is a new entry to the market completely. It's called our V6. And the idea behind the shoe is that it takes the entry climber right from their first V0 to their first V6. So if there's one word to sum up what this shoe does, it's progression. And this is something that was really focused on the new wave climber, which is what Evolv is all about. So for example, if there's a customer that goes into the climbing gym for their first time, they try their first V0, this shoe will be sufficient for that. So it's easy on and off, and also it's designed for medium style camber. It's soft enough to go on the bigger volumes, and it also has this big rubber toe patch so that it's easy to toe hook and also heel hook on more dynamic problems. But what's really cool about going into a little bit more around the customer for this is there's really no other competition. So if I were a customer that went into the climbing gym in the past before the V6, all I would be offered were rental shoes. And rental shoes are, very flat, they're very comfortable, but if you're looking for any kind of performance, they just lack any kind of performance to get someone to progress quickly. And if we know our customer and who they are, that is one of their main values, is to be fitness driven and progress quickly wherever they're climbing. 20 years ago, we would have never thought that climbing gyms would have exploded, which are experiential changes in climbing. We never would have thought that social media would be taking off as much as it did, which is an immersion response to our consumer. In 10 to 20 more years, maybe that new experience is the metaverse. I think we're open to the idea of how that looks like, but if a consumer were to go into this metaverse and be able to understand the types of problems that they could climb before they even put the shoe on in real life. So it's more of a test and try out before you even see the physical shoe. I think that's when it gets really interesting, is crossing over that line from real life experience into something else that's still experiential, but it's just a different way of experiencing. The trend and how we see this going, and what's clear to me, that it's all based on what the consumer is trying to experience and where their community is and connection.